Welcome to your favorite Tennessee Titans podcast, Tennessee Titans Weekly. Jacques.
Hulk.
What up, folks? What's
What
happening?
up?
Happy New Year's Eve to you, folks.
Yes,
What's
sir.
up?
Yes, sir. Hey, we here, bro. We here. Like
here.
you said, Happy New Year's Eve. The year came by pretty fast, so we almost in 2022.
Yep.
So hey, we here, bro.
We're here, man. We're here. Then we got them Dolphins coming to town on Sunday, Jacques.
Mhm.
Who do we got in the comment section? Who do we got, man?
We got tighten up. Up. Tighten the heck up.
Tighten up.
Salute.
What up, Titan Pratt in the building?
Cat and Trips. Hey, salute. Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Hey, Rocky Yeet. Tighten up. Yeet.
Tighten up.
Tyler Lockett in the building. He says, everyone, Happy New Year's Eve. Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Salute, brother.
Ian,
Salute.
Tally, what up, Fred? What up?
Tighten up.
What up?
Pig Weekly. Tighten
What's
up.
Tighten up. What's good?
Hey,
What's
Happy
happening?
New Year's Eve. Well, they pulling in now. Mark.
Yep.
What up,
Mark
brother?
Jones.
Tighten up. Hey,
Trayvon Rogers, what's good?
Tighten up. Hey, we here, bro.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
here.
Yes, sir. Good evening, folks.
Yeah, we got the great 8 times 1. Tighten up.
Tighten up, man. Tighten up.
Hey,
we appreciate everybody joining in on the show, man. So Jacques, we have a lot to talk about, man, about this game, by the way, about the Miami Dolphins.
Mm-hmm.
The Dolphins, as you all know, are coming in on a 7-game win streak. They're the only team in NFL history to have, to win 7 straight games after losing 7 straight, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so the Dolphins are going to come in and they're going to do all they can to try to make the playoffs. The Titans, we're going to be ready, Jacques. We're going to be ready.
Definitely, man.
We're going to be ready. We're going to be ready.
We sure is.
Yeah, man.
We definitely.
So, Jacques, speaking of this game, man,
mm-hmm.
So, I was trying to check the line. The Titans right now are 3.5 point favorite over the Miami Dolphins. Again, it's a home game here in Nashville. It's supposed to rain a lot during the game. It's supposed to be real bad weather. I know you're going to the game, Jacques, so have your raincoat and your umbrella ready.
Oh, yeah, I got my frog suit, man. I'm ready. I'm definitely ready.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. So, again, thank you for those that are in the comment section as well. Thank you. And thank you for those as well. Real quick before I ask this question, thank you for all those that's been listening to our podcast on Apple and Spotify as well. We have 500 downloads since September. So just wanted to say congrats to us in this regard, man. Thank you for those that if you like to listen to it just via audio, you can. We have different new shows on there as well that we don't have on YouTube. So it gives you a different perspective. So we want to thank you as well for that as well, too. Check us out.
Absolutely. Definitely. Hey, shout out to Keisha, man. What's up? Keisha, are you going to be at the game Sunday? Just curious. Mark in the building. Salute.
Mark.
Tighten up. He says, Jason
Marable, what's popping?
Tighten up. Yeah, and I also heard it might snow too.
Ain't that crazy?
It is crazy, man. Nashville,
it's 75 degrees right now. Like Nashville. It's been in the 70s. The whole 2 weeks it's been in the 70, 75 range. And then they talking about snow. That's crazy.
Tennessee weather, man, is wild, dog. It's very wild.
That's why everybody gets sick around here sometimes.
Right.
It's
allergies and everything else. So I've heard is supposed to rain and then transition to snow. So I don't know when it's supposed to transition to snow. Yeah. But I like snow, so I'll definitely be at the game. Snowballs and everything. So she said, not this game. I've been to the playoff game. Okay. Cool.
We will be at the playoff game, no question about that. No question.
Definitely. On time. I'll be on time.
Yep. So, Jacques, the Miami Dolphins. Mm-hmm. So I have a question for you about these boys, man. You see Tua right here, right?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't sound too impressed with seeing that picture of Tua.
Yeah, I see him.
Yeah, right. So how can we beat these Fins, man? It's either at the end of the day, man, folks, it's either Titans up or Fin up, right? Mm-hmm. What is it? Which up are you?
Man,
are you Titan up or Fins up, right? Man. Tighten up.
We know we tighten up over here.
Absolutely, 100%. So how can we beat these Fins, man?
So how can we beat the Fins, man? One, of course, continue what you're doing. Turnover free, right? We haven't turned the ball over. We didn't turn the ball over last game, but we created turnovers, right? It's the same concept this game. Create turnovers. Don't turn the ball over. Point 1, right? Point 2, block. Okay? Luckily, and I'm excited, actually excited about this. Taylor Lewan is back, Saffold is back, and Nate Davis is back off the and Lewan and matter of fact, all three of them was on a C19 list. So having them back really helps. It really helps. It bolsters that line. And then I guess I don't know if they're gonna continue to roll with Dylan on the right side, but I mean, if you want to, you can. I mean, just to give him some more experience. I think he's kind of earned it right now. So get him out there. So definitely that's point number 2. And point number 3 on defense. Get to Tua. Get to Tua, right? I think it's his short completion. I think he has the highest short completion rate in the league right now. They're not an explosive offense. I'm going to tell you that. Looking at the Saints game, if Jameis was playing, or if Trevor Simeon I believe, if he was playing, yeah. If even what's his name, number 7, Tyson Hill was playing, it would have been a different game, man. I just with Tua, I like Tua. Don't get me wrong, but in the same breath, I mean, if you can get pressure on him, you're fine. You just get to him, make him make mistakes, you'll be fine, right?
Yeah.
In the same breath, if you can guard Jalen, well, we've seen him in SEC country at Alabama. We've seen him, right? We've seen him. Christian Fulton has seen him, okay? We've seen him. He runs great routes. His route running is great. But if you can get the Tua and you can disrupt that connection, you're fine, right?
Yep.
So that's how you do it. Create turnovers on defense, minimize the turnovers on offense, throw the ball, run the ball, protect the ball, protect Tannehill, you'll be fine. What about you, Hawk?
It's some great points, man. Facts, no paper, bro, on everything you just stated. I think for me, it's pretty simple, okay? Now, I'm not sleeping on the Dolphins because they do have a 7-game winning streak, right? They do. And the thing that I think that people might not realize, the Miami Dolphins have one of the worst run offenses in the NFL, okay? They are 30th in the league in run offense. They're terrible in running the football. They only average about 85 yards a game in rushing, okay? So the pressure is squarely on Tua and Jalen Waddle. Now, Tua leads the league in quarterback percentage as far as completion percentage. Right at close to 70%, like 68%, very close. So he's throwing the ball at a high rate from a completion standpoint. But, you know, the run game, we're second in the league in run defense. So that evens itself out right there, right? We're not going to allow them to run the ball. So it's on Tua. Can Tua make those throws under pressure, right? That's going to be the question. You got Jalen Waddle out there. He's kind of like Deebo Samuel is, right? Kind of an all-around playmaker. You also got Mike Gesicki, the 6'6" tight end that's out there. He's pretty talented at tight end, right? But we got a boy named Dane Cruikshank out there, okay? Dane has completely shut out tight ends all season. The same is going to happen here too. So for me, it's more about, can we stop their offense? And we can. So I think it's simple. Stop them and we're good.
Yep. That's a great point. Great point. Also, shout out to No Flags Film. If you haven't checked his YouTube channel out, he does great breakdowns on just from the X's and O's standpoint. So check that brother out, man. He did a good little breakdown on Dane Cruikshank and how he's been stopping the tight end. So if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's a pretty good thing. So definitely, man. We got some more people.
Okay.
Coming in here, man.
Who we got?
Hey, we got DeAndre Ray. He said Snow's supposed to start at 12, so right when the game starts. That's how ironic, right?
Yes.
I'll be there. I'll definitely be there. Marcellus, he says Tennessee Titans Weekly, we here. Tighten up.
You dig.
Marcellus,
yes, sir.
Hey, Titan Rossi in the building. Hey, brother. He said, oh, looks like AJ's good. That's awesome. Hey, salute to Titan Rossi. If you haven't checked this channel out, please go subscribe to that, brother. Great content. Definitely. Who else?
Absolutely.
Got What About Rob? He said, what up, friends? What up? Hey, got Cat Nelson in the building. Tighten up, everyone. Let's see who else we got.
Oh, got that Titans jacket for Christmas. That's what I'm talking about.
Right. The game itself. Dolphins defense is legit, but their starting offense looks like our second and third string. I mean,
agreed.
That's facts, no paper. So definitely. So, Hawk.
Yes.
Well, let me see. I think we got a couple of more. Comic God in the building.
Comic God in the. We got 30 people in the chat. Make sure to hit that like button, folks.
Yes, sir. Stanley. He said, what up, Keith?
Stanley.
What up, Stan? So, you gave us some points of why and how we can win the game.
Yes.
Tell us, how can we lose to these Dolphins, I guess?
Yeah.
How can we lose to the Dolphins?
So look at this. The Dolphins are playing on momentum right now. Let's look at what we have right now as far as the games that they've won. Okay. So they have won 7 games in a row. They've beaten Houston, Baltimore, the Jets, the Panthers, the Jets, the Giants, and the Saints. Now, none of those teams are world beaters, right? None of these teams are even playoff teams at the moment. None of them. Not even the Ravens. They're not in the playoffs right now. And if we played the Dolphins now in the playoffs, they're the 7th seed, we're the 2 seed. We would play them if the playoffs started today. So that's ironic. I think right now it's the Dolphins defense. They went off on the Saints. Okay, now New Orleans, they did have a lot of junior varsity guys out there, but their defense put up 8 sacks, 2 interceptions, and a pick 6. Okay, so they're playing on emotion. Right now, they are confident. If you go to Twitter right now, look at the Fins fans right now. That's a tongue twister. Fins fans, right? So right now, their pass rush is really good. About 3-4 weeks ago, they were the bottom of the league on their defense. They are creeping up. They're like 15th in the league in defense. And a lot of that has to do with their pass rush. Our offensive line is intact now. We got everybody off the list. So now it's going to be a challenge. Can we block up front? If we can, we will beat the Dolphins. If we don't, we will lose. I give Miami a lot of credit. You look at, some of their players for the month. They even had DeAndre Baker, player of the month in the NFL on defense. So are we going to be ready? I think that we will, but that's going to be the challenge. Are we going to be able to step up to the plate and beat them? So that's for me, Jacques. What about for you, bro?
I mean, it's the same thing. Ever since even last year, you go back to the Dolphins. That was that was their strong suit, was their defense, right? You got Xavier Howard. I think it's Agba. I think it's Agba, number 91.
Yeah, Agbua. Yeah,
something like that. What they tend to do is on third, if you're in third and long, expect the Dolphins to bring the house. Okay, that's just what they do. They bring everybody. That's why they were able to beat the Ravens, right? They kept bringing the house, and the Ravens OC couldn't adjust to it, right?
Yep.
Something that Todd Downer is going to have to do is if he doesn't adjust to it, like you said, on offense, it's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day.
That's right.
Now, a caveat to that, our defense is pretty solid too, so it could be a low-scoring game, right?
Yep.
But like you said, I mean, what you said was facts, no paper. If you let their pass rush get to you, then that's what's going to happen. So their tendencies is they blitz on third down. Okay,
yes,
just pay attention. They blitz, and when I was looking at the game when they were playing the Saints, I said they're doing it right. They're blitzing, and I'm like, okay, that's their bread and butter. But if you have a quarterback that can kind of manipulate that and can get the ball out very quickly, when you're bringing your linebackers down just to blitz too, it leaves that middle of the field open. Who is the strongest in the middle of the field? A.J. Brown, right?
Facts.
But if the offensive line can't hold up, Tannehill's going to be on his back most of the day. Now, I do expect a sack or two. I do expect that, right? Yep. Even with our offensive line coming back healthy or whatever, I expect something. But like you said, if you allow them to go loose, then that's what's going to happen. On offense, the offense is just not – let me say this. They don't put up – they're not an explosive offense. So I'm not worried to that extent. It's their defense. If you can hold front with their defense, you can beat the Dolphins. And we'll be fine. We'll be fine. So – Yep,
gotcha.
Yep.
I see you, Rossi, because Rossi lives in South Florida. So he's getting it from the fans down there that they're not worried about Tannehill coming back, playing against his old team. So I feel you, Rossi. Well,
right.
Hopefully Tannehill will prove them wrong, man.
Right. So Captain Trips, he made a great point. Dolphins are 1-11 on the road when it's tip, and I've seen that stat too. That's another thing that we haven't taken in consideration. The weather.
That's right. Weather.
They just played in a dome. Okay. The weather's not their strong suit. Not saying two of them ain't. I mean, you're football players. We play in dirty, grimy, stinky weather, right?
Yep.
But you got players that like play in South Florida, and they got the privilege of playing in 75-degree weather. Humidity's high, but you all year round, man. I would take that any day.
That's right.
Definitely. That's right. Latoya, what up, girl?
Latoya P, what's good?
Salute. The Killer Nation 526 game. He says, "What's good? Tighten up.
What's up? What's good in the building?" Make sure to hit that like button, folks. If you have not subscribed to our channel, do that right now.
Yes, sir. What Hawk said. So, hey, we will definitely see. So, let's see who else we got in here. I've seen a couple more people.
The comments are great right now, man. They're on fire, by the way.
They coming in. Hey,
they are.
Worship in Motion Dance Ministries. Hey, guys.
Okay.
Tighten up.
Tighten up.
Tighten up. So
Cool. Okay. So we got 40 people in the chat, by the way. So good stuff there, y'all. Thank you all for spending your day with us here. So Jacques, I do have a question for you, man.
Yes, sir.
So we are anticipating most of our players back for this game. Still got a few people out, in particular Derrick Henry, right?
Right.
What player do you feel should have a big game against the Miami Dolphins for us?
I'm going to give you offense and defense. Offense is going to sound crazy, but I think Tannehill is going to have a nice game this game.
Okay.
I think it's going to be on emotion. I think he's going against his old team. He tried to say he's not caught up in the emotion, but any player that has played it, that came from his old team, wants to have the satisfaction of beating going to a new team to have the satisfaction of beating his old team. We've seen it with Bud Dupree this year. Bud Dupree was so amped up to play the Steelers. It was crazy, man. So I feel like Tannehill's going to have some type of vendetta when it comes to that. Like, hey, I'm here. I want to beat my old team. I want to beat up on them, and I'm going to go from there, right?
Gotcha.
On the defensive side of the ball, who I think is going to have a big game and who I think can be a monster this game is Jeffrey Simmons, okay? It sounds crazy. It sounds big, but I think Big Jeff and that Finn's offensive line is not strong up the middle. I feel like Jeff is going to impact the game a little bit more than what we think is going to happen. So I think with Jeff has had that game where he's went off, but he hasn't went off, right? And it's benefited everybody else on that defensive line. But I think this is a game where I think Jeff can have at least 2 or 3 sacks by himself and do what he needs to do. So that's my main. What about you, Hawk?
I like the Ryan Tannehill take a lot, actually. The question I have for this game, so if I can't say Tannehill, I'm going to say this guy, Jacques. That boy, A.J. Brown.
Yes, sir.
Man, look at the visor, dude. He looks serious out there, right? That's a clip of him playing against the 49ers, right? So the 49ers are going to do their best to have Xavier Howard, and they got a pretty good safety in Brandon Jones. Jones is a pretty good safety, 29 if you haven't heard about him. I think he leads all DBs in sacks. And he has 5 sacks this season, right?
Right.
He plays really good, and they take a lot of gambles on blitzes with their DBs, okay? Where they'll end up bringing the blitzes with their safeties and having one-on-ones on the outside with Xavier Howard and their other corners. But as you all see, when you play A.J. Brown one-on-one, it's going to be a problem, okay? I really think, put it like this. For us to win, A.J. has to have a hell of a game. He has to. He has to have a hell of a game. Now, Miami Dolphins defense, again, they're more of a pass rushing defense. Their run defense is middle, a little bit under middle of the pack. So there are opportunities for us to run on them. But I really think that A.J. Brown will have a big game because I think Ryan Tannehill wants to stick it to his old team. And here's the thing that he could do. Ryan Tannehill, if we win, will make it to the playoffs on this victory. All we have to do is win. We're in the playoffs. And it will probably take the Miami Dolphins out of the playoffs. Ryan Tannehill could be like, I could stick it to you guys right now if I win this ball game, right? And he will walk away from the stadium laughing, right? And in order for him to do that, he has to throw 11 to football. It's him. It's Arthur Warren Brown. So I think it'll be Arthur Warren that's going to have a big game. Watch out for Kevin Byard as well, too. Tua's done a pretty good job lately not throwing interceptions. But watch the tape.
He threw something Monday.
He'll throw up some give-me to you.
He threw something Monday. He threw something Monday.
Yeah. And he'll give you that opportunity. So it's there. So let's see what happens. Let's see.
Right. No, I agree. We got some more folks in the comment. And Matt and Caleb Graham. Hey, tighten up from AZ
Tighten up, man. Tighten up.
Thank you for watching the show. Hey, Damon Beverly in the house. He just tighten up, fam. Tighten
up.
We here. Robert Stafford, he says, feeling you on Big Jeff. Yes, sir.
Agreed.
Marvin Lawrence.
Tighten up. 46 people here.
Let's see who else we have. Hey, he's GRA said, I smell another good Tanny game. No, that's a great point what you said, Hawk. It's almost like a yin and yang. He got to have a good game in order for him to have a good game. So this is gonna be an interesting, man. Hey, I'm definitely. Hey, Wrath of the Titans. Happy New Year's, fellas. Hey, tighten up. Appreciate that. So we're gonna move on to the next segment of this show, and we're gonna talk about players that you think on the Dolphins that we need to be concerned about. So tell me who scares you that you shivering in your boots. That you're like, oh snap, we gotta watch out for him.
Well, as mentioned earlier, the one thing that I'm not worried about is Duke Johnson nor Myles Gaskin, the running backs. Not worried about those guys at all, okay? and I know, they have other players on offense. We've mentioned them, Waddle, Gesicki, and those guys. Yeah, there are concerns. But for me, it's this guy right here, Jerome Baker. Okay. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Month in December. Okay. This guy here is the real deal right now. He's playing at a high level, sacking the quarterback, tackles for losses, making a lot of plays. Remember the number 55. 55 has been a good number for the Dolphins on defensive players, from Junior Seau to Shannon Crowder. They've had guys who do a pretty good job wearing 55. I think that our offensive line needs to, know where he is or anywhere around the field. He's played at a very high level. And so Miami Dolphin fans, again, me and Jacques, very well aware of all NFL teams. We've been aware of him. I think, if you stop him on defense, that's going to control everything else on our offense. And I think there is one player that I'd be concerned about on this game from a pass rushing standpoint is Jerome Baker. That's for me, man. So, Jacques, what about for you, bro?
So for me, it's Jalen. Watch out for Jalen Waddle, right? It was the same thing like you said earlier about Deebo Samuels, right?
Yep.
He's their Deebo Samuels, okay?
Yep.
We've seen him play at Alabama. We've seen him. We SEC country. We know Christian Fulton has seen him too, okay? So just to put that out there, that's who's going to be on Jalen. He knows Jalen's tendencies. He understands what Jalen does. But Jalen is a swift army knife. Same thing what we talked about when we were playing the 49ers. The same concept with Jalen. They move him around the field. They move him in motion a lot. When he's in motion, you know that. You put him in the wildcat. He does everything. And something that separates him from Deebo is he can run routes. His routes are very crisp. When he's coming out of his breaks, his routes are some of the best routes I've seen, like from a receiver.
That's right.
He got quick feet. The kid is good. So it's almost, if you can leave somebody one-on-one with him, cool. Now, the thing about Jalen is he's not going to beat you deep, right? He's not going to do that. But within that 5 to 10 yard to 15-yard range is where he's going to kill you, right? That's where the Dolphins are going to kill you offensively. And usually Tua is looking for who? Jalen. On the out route, in the seam, in the middle, right? That's what he does on the end arounds, on the wheel routes. That's what they're going to do. They're going to motion them. Now, the lucky thing about our defense is we like to fly to the ball. We fly to the ball a lot. So when we fly to the ball, it tends to help us. So watch out for Jalen Waddle, Alabama receiver, now the Dolphins receiver. That's who, if you can contain him, like Hawk said, they can't run the ball. But if you can contain him, you can contain their offense.
That's right. Well, also, folks in the comments making some great comments. Yes, R.I.P. to Betty White, man. She passed away today, man. R.I.P. to Betty White. Was a big Golden Girls fan, man. Hey, R.I.P. to her and everything. So, yes.
R.I.P. to John Madden, too, man. Absolutely. I'll say it again. One of the best commentators. Of course, everybody has played his games, but I miss his commentating. Like, if I miss anything more, I miss John Madden's commentating, man. It's better than what we have now. The trash that we got now is trash, but man, salute to those two. And Betty White, 99 years old, man. I would love to see 99. So salute to Betty, man.
Hey, John Madden was the GOAT.
He was the GOAT, man.
The GOAT. Him and Pat Summerall were unreal.
Summerall were the
unreal.
Hey, you were locked in when you were listening to a football game or watching a football game, watching them two call the game. I mean, their knowledge, their smarts, man. It was just one of those things. They were unbiased. So that's what we used to from back in the day when you watch football, is hearing those two commentating everything like that, even the old ESPN. So salute to them, man.
That's right, man. That is right.
The official, yes, it is supposed to rain, but I heard it's supposed to snow too. I know somebody said in the comment section earlier that I think the snow supposed to start at 12. So we'll see. I'll be there with my raincoat in the snow, chilling. You know what I mean?
I got you, man. I got you, dude. Well, hopefully the weather will be an impact. Them South Florida boys coming up to Nashville. Hopefully the weather kind of would play an impact. Hopefully that's the case, because that will make Tua throw a lot of ducks out there for us to get some interceptions. So
he's a ducky.
Yeah, man. So, Jacques, I gotta ask you this question, man. All right. So, those in the comment section, I'm gonna pull up a picture, and I want y'all to take a look at the picture just real quick, man. Y'all see the picture? Do y'all? First of all, who is this guy? Who is this guy? Just look at him for another split second. All right. So, y'all see him, right? Okay. All right. Who is that guy? That's the first question. All right. Who is that guy? Okay. Second question, Jacques. And in this part, man, this is one of my favorite parts of the show, of course, man. Okay. I love this part of the show. Jay, Jacques, state your case, bro. State your case. All right. So Logan Ryan. Okay. So
Uh-oh.
Logan made some interesting comments. As you all know, Logan Ryan plays for the New York Giants. He played for us for several years and did a great job here. Like Logan was a great DB. You know what I'm saying? And so he made some interesting comments, and I'm going to read it verbatim so it's not misconstrued or misunderstood. Okay. All right. He says, "Hey, I understand that we have a great fan base." He's talking about the New York Giants and a ton of tradition here. "It's a privilege to play here. I played in a franchise in Tennessee where the fan base was non-existent. You couldn't even get fans to the games. You had to put tickets half off to get fans to the games. So I understand the tradition of this area, the history of the NFC East with the rivalries between Philly, Dallas, and Washington. It means a lot. This is what people talk about day in and day out. I'm here to take part of this change." That's what he said. Okay. He said that. Okay. Now, in the same breath, right? After the fact that he, folks, lit him up on Instagram, and Twitter, he says, "Hey, I meant no disrespect to the Titan fans. We won a lot of games and saved a lot of animals together. You guys have always been great to me and I guess his organization, which was born in Tennessee. Nothing but love for y'all. Good luck in the playoffs. I will be home watching." Okay, so interesting comments. Okay, and those in the comment section, I want you to give you your opinion on this as well. But we'll talk about this real quick. Jacques, talk to me, bro. I'm gonna ask a question for you, brother. A real simple question, bro. You ready?
I'm
State
ready.
your case, Jacques.
Okay, so I became a season ticket holder in 2019, right? And I was there when Logan was playing and everything, all that craziness and seeing the team start to get on their winning ways, okay? Logan came, I think it was 2017 when Logan came. Correct me if I'm wrong. 2017.
2017.
He came, the Titans paid him well. He got a nice contract, and it was really because of John Robinson. John Robinson seen him. John Robinson scouted him. John Robinson said, "Okay, you'll be an asset to this team." Okay?
Right.
Now, that's when the team was starting to turn around, okay? The 2017, 2016, the malarkey, they went to the playoffs and won. When I bought my tickets, it was, and anybody that's a season ticket holder that can contest to this, there is a lot of opponents, fans of other teams that's there. They were outnumbered, right? But you would consider us diehard. You've been a Titans fan since the beginning, Hawk. I've been a Titans fan since the beginning.
That's correct.
Right? That was a disrespectful thing for him to say, where it's almost like, okay, well, let me throw this fan base under the bus because ultimately he didn't get what he wanted. He wanted more money. He wanted to stay here. You could tell he wanted to stay here, but he wanted more money, right? And I get it. I understand. Your family got to eat. You did a lot in our community, right? You did the thing with the animals and everything, which you did pretty good. But watch what you say and how you say it when you're trying to appease to another fan base, right? Don't throw us under the bus.
Facts, no paper.
And I'm going to say this, and it's just keeping it 100. The Titans actually helped you get your next contract with the Giants, and it helped you get paid, which you really shouldn't have got that much money. Okay,
right?
Just to be honest with you, he was a good player. Don't get me wrong. He was a part of that. What my man don't catch no balls. He was a lot of the part of with Bayard's success and everything like that. But watch what you say, because then you got to clean it up, right? Yep. And what he had to do, he had to backtrack. He had to clean it up, right? Your mama always says, if you ain't got nothing to say, if you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all.
Facts,
right?
no paper.
Don't say it. Don't throw us under the bus because we supported you and you threw us under the bus. Now you're going to be sitting at home watching the playoffs. Like you said, I'm going to be at home watching the playoffs. Now, you go to the games now, and I equate that. I give him credit. He's the one who helped get this organization, him and everybody. It was a collective. But now you go to the games, it's more Titans fans there. Rossi's there. You've been to the games. Anybody that's been to the games in the comment section can say one of the best games I've ever been to was that Monday night game when we played the Bills. The electricity from the crowd is what fueled that win, okay? I don't care what any Titans player says. The electricity from this crowd gave y'all the energy to stop and gave Big Jeff to stop Josh Allen on the 2 or 3 yard line, right?
Right.
We're here. We're full in effect now. So he's kind of off balance with his comment. It's like, okay, hey, you got to look with how the fan base is now. Now get Taylor, and Taylor said it the best. You get what he's saying. He was here when a time when the fan base wasn't packing the stadium out. Now it's different. But don't throw the fans under the bus like that. You can't do that, man, because we helped you. We helped you get to where you at. And I know you wanted to stay, but you should have took a pay cut. But now you've pissed off a lot of fans that now it's to the point where I don't think you can mend that relationship again. So that's me stating the case. Watch what you say. If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say it at all, bro. Just don't say it. What about you, Hawk?
Agreed. Jacques, you stated your case. I totally agree. Now I got to state my case. Okay, so I work in downtown Nashville. So I drive through downtown every day, or every 2 days a week. And we do the hybrid schedule because of the pandemic, of course. And there's a big sign when you first go into downtown. It has Logan Ryan's face on it, right? About his animal foundation that he has or whatever. And that's a great foundation and everything. And I'm like, he doesn't even play here, and he's still on billboards here, right? Mm-hmm. And Logan got paid here. The Patriots didn't want to pay him, but we paid him, right? And when I look at the comments that he made, you're comparing a New York Giant organization that's one of the oldest organizations in all of football. The Titans are a very new organization, very brand new, spanking new, right? And I've been a fan since diehard to the core fan since the day they got here, okay? I'm from here, born here. Nashville, Tennessee is in my blood. 615 to the 629. It's in my blood. I'm here. Okay. I just thought the comments were not needed. The question wasn't asking about the Titans or the fan base at all. It just came out of left field. It's like talking about a friend or something to the other people that don't even know your friend. You're talking about him, and it's never even asked. Mm-hmm. I think my friend's attitude sucks, but no one even asked that. Now, if you ask a question, I might, I don't know, right? But that question was never asked. So I replayed it a few times. I'm like, bro, you had no reason to ask that or say that, And, I think his message when he was trying to say at the beginning, a lot of fans weren't coming to the game and things like that when he first got here because of probably what he was used to in New England. He's in two organizations, New England and New York Giants, who have been here forever. And New York's population is like 18 million people. The city of New York has more people than the whole state of Tennessee. Right. So, of course, you're going to have more people at the games and things like that. But let me tell you something. Where did I go this year, bro?
New York.
I went to New York. I went to MetLife Stadium to see the Titans play the Jets. Now, I know it's a different team. But in the New York media, whatever, they're fans just like the Titan fans. It's nothing different. It's just more people. It's just more people. I can't say they're so diehard. I don't know that. But I am saying that I just thought the comments were a bit off base. It wasn't needed because it wasn't asked. Right. You can have your opinion, but they didn't say that. And then the way he made it seem as if like Titan fans are just not existent. And he spoke later about the fact that, not the old school ones or whatever, and fans get half off this or whatever like that. Look, Nashville's a destination city. People come here to have a good time. And season ticket holders might sell their tickets probably more than what they bought it. So if the Titans were losing, they're probably like, well, I'd rather go to a bar somewhere and have a good time and sell this ticket. The Titans playing the Browns. I don't want to go to the game. That's probably what happened. And that's probably what he saw early. But, the Titan fans do show up. At one point in time, Nashville was one of the best stadiums to ever fill out, especially when we was in Philadelphia, right? For several years, man, you could not buy a ticket. Nope. You couldn't buy somebody could have a ticket. You couldn't pay $1,000 for it. They were not selling their tickets. Nope. We just had a rough period when he first got here. All teams go through that. All teams do. And that's not the case right now. So, yes, as you stated, Jacques, Taylor Lewan made some comments. Taylor had said, hey, the fans are upset. The diehard fans are, as they should be. But, I think he was talking more about, the fact that we have grown and Logan Ryan was a part of that and things of that nature. So he kind of took up for him. I guess he understood where he was coming from. But Taylor gave a big shout out to those old school fans or whatever. Then Logan comes back and says, yeah, he summed it up the best when I got to Tennessee. The Tennessee Titan fans in the stands were the diehards. I didn't mean to come at y'all and trying to praise one fan base. I put down another, and that was pointless and dumb. So at least he understood that part of it.
And I like the accountability. He came back. He held himself accountable. Good job, Logan. But don't say it, bro. Just leave it alone and just stop, okay? And like I said, I get what he said. And, he said, brother, that's exactly what my mama has always said.
Exactly.
Like if everybody knows the term. If you ain't got nothing to say, don't say nothing. Don't say nothing at all. And I want to point out a comment. Let me see.
Okay.
Hold on.
We got 52 people in the chat, Jacques. Look at that, man.
Yes, sir.
Good stuff. Hit that like button.
Okay. I think it's the official. I think the official. I think you posted the comment. I gotta go back and find it. But somebody said it the best. They said, "Man, if you're not putting a good product on the field, your stands ain't gonna be filled, right?"
Exactly. That's
like
any NFL team.
That's any sports team, really, right? It's any sports team. If your sports team is not like the Detroit Lions, right? The Detroit Lions have been awful for years, right?
Yep.
Years. Dating back to the 90s. They had Barry Sanders, yes, but dating back to the 90s, ever since I've been alive, the Detroit Lions have been the laughingstock of the league, okay?
Right.
It's just what it is. But they have fans that just like, some people just like to go to games. Some people like to go to sporting events, right? They just do. They do. They literally like the enjoyment of going to a sporting event, being around the atmosphere, not knowing what's going on, but it's cool. Like Nashville Soccer Club. I don't know if anybody's been to a Nashville Soccer Club game. It's the same thing. Don't know nothing about football, or as they call it in other countries, football, but soccer, but the atmosphere, the experience. Don't know what I'm doing, but I like it. It's pretty fun.
Right.
A Predators game, it's the same thing. A Memphis Grizzly game, it's the same thing.
That's
same concept. It's some people just like going to those things. So I think with Logan, and I'm glad he held himself accountable. Good job. You know what I mean? But and DeAndre said it the best. Nashville is the mecca for bachelorette parties.
It is. Nashville's a mecca for a lot of different things, man.
DeAndre, you are not lying. Like you go downtown, you're gonna see a bachelorette party any time of the week.
Any time of the week.
There's
always something going on every day in Nashville. Again, I work downtown. I have to walk to get to work. When I park, it's packed every day. So it's a lot going on here. It's like a Miami, LA, New York. It's a destination city. It's a travel destination now that is more than it's ever been.
Yes. And the official, my bad. Okay, it wasn't his comment. It was somebody's comment. If I can find out shit. But no, Hawk's right. If you haven't been to the city, like Hawk said, we were born and raised in Nashville. I'm from North Nashville, okay? Born and raised. He's from South Nashville.
Yep.
We've seen the city that was just like this.
Yep.
It's starting to do just like this. It's starting to become a metropolitan city. So it's a city that George Kittle lives here, right? It's celebrities live here. Things are starting to become just prevalent here. So the draft, we had the draft here. If you wasn't here,
we were there.
We were there. God. It was something to marvel at. I've never seen nothing like that. And they
500,000
people.
Yep, 500,000 people in one spot. It was unreal.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable.
And you know what, John? I checked the New York Giants tickets for the game that's coming up Sunday. Guess how much tickets are costing right now to go to a New York Giants game because they suck?
Don't tell me. Let me see. $30.
Lower.
Okay. $15.
A little higher. Not much more.
$20?
$17.
Wow.
To go to a New York Giants game.
Why?
Because they suck.
Yep.
Because they suck.
Mm-hmm.
The same. And New York again has 18 million people.
Right.
So out of 18 million, somebody's gonna buy that ticket, right?
Yep. And Pato says not a lone Titans fan, and Ryan's comments didn't bother me. And like I said, I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna be honest with you. It didn't bother me either. It was his opinion, but I said, you're going to piss a lot of people off, Ryan. If I was his homeboy, I would have called him and said, dude, you might want to retract what you just said because it's not gonna sit right with them, right? You did, like you said, how you didn't have no reason to bring the Titans fan base in.
Nope, not at all.
If you're going to speak on something, you can speak on just sports in general, right?
Yep.
You could have generalized sports, period. But hey, he shot himself.
Salty.
Hey, salty, right? Hey, Tight Rossi says, I remember when I was a kid, I'm 38, when you would go downtown during a weeknight and hardly nobody was there. Yes, now everybody, exactly. Thursday nights used to be the party nights. When I was at Tennessee State, Thursday nights was the party nights. You can go down there, like Rossi said, when nobody down there, traffic wasn't crazy.
None
but
whatsoever.
Now you go down there now, Hawk works downtown.
Yep.
You go down there now, Trying to get to a Titans game now is like trying to get through rush hour traffic on a Sunday. A Sunday. I'm stuck in traffic on a Sunday.
Yep, that's right. So, well, all right, y'all. Well, hey, here is our favorite part of the show. All right. It's for you all there in the comment section. And we're going to keep it Titans Dolphins. We've talked about state your case. We had to talk about that with the Logan Ryan. We had to bring this up because it was boiling on the surface. But we're back to focus on these Dolphins. We're here. So we want to give you all a chance to talk to us and be the lead at the dinner table. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
chop it up with us, chop up your vegetables, your fruits, and everything. Take a seat at the dinner table, ask us questions. We're gonna fire them off and let's go at it, man.
Yes, sir. William
Tighten
Johnson,
up.
Graham Central Station. I remember them Graham Central Station days on Second
Same for me.
Avenue. Hey,
Same
Ty
for me.
Ross said Thirsty Thursdays. Yes.
The old Sound
Hey,
Stadium. That's the area I grew up at, man.
Yep. So hey, and then here goes Stan. He said, when I was younger, I loved coming to Nashville from Memphis. Y'all got like 8 colleges in Nashville and boy,
Yes.
party. Exactly.
That is right. That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
Nashville was a town. If you from here, you kind of miss the old days and how the old ways were.
That's right.
So Aiden Clark, salute. He says, do you think Tannehill would drop 50 on the Dolphins? You know what? I was just telling Hawk this. I said, I hope they smack the Dolphins so hard it knocks the fin off their back. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to be up 45-13 in the fourth quarter, and I can leave the game and be happy on my way home.
Right.
I don't think it's gonna be 50 though, but
no, it won't be 50. Miami's defense is too good, man. It really, I don't think 50, but he should drop a few on them. Yes.
Right.
Yep.
Right. He should drop some stanky dimes on them, man. But 50, I mean,
and we won't Titan Tannehill, not Dolphin Tannehill, right?
Yep.
We want that's Jalen Waddle's jersey. That's him. We don't want that to be in Tannehill's number. So yeah.
Right. Let's see. Robert says Titans win the turnover battle, and we all know what happens when we win. Exactly.
Yep. Exactly.
Mm-hmm. Look what happened Thursday.
Yep.
Jimmy G and Tua ain't Jimmy G. Okay.
Right.
Tua is not Jimmy G by alone. You know what I mean? Smart Jones, if Derrick Henry is healed up and close to 100%, he'll go on a rampage through the playoffs. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Quick question: did you see AJ Brown's presser today?
I didn't. No.
Okay. Somebody was saying it in the comment section. I think he said something about the King is ready to go. Okay. So I've heard they might let him play next Sunday. I don't know how true it is. Just knock off some rust. But hey, we'll see. The official says go blue. There you go.
Go blue. Go blue. Let's go.
Shout out to the Memphis Grizzlies, by the way. Memphis Grizzlies, hey, keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to everybody from Memphis in the comment section. Shout out to y'all. Right. Salute.
John Morant's out there killing.
Yeah,
John He's Morant the next superstar, dude. Is John Morant.
Yes. Oh, we got a $10 super chat, bro. Hold on. From my boy Stanley. From my boys, man. Top 3 quarterbacks in Untitled history. So before we do that, let's give him the horn. You ready?
Yep. Boom! Stanley Wilson in the building, folks. In the building.
Appreciate it. So he said top 3 quarterbacks in Titans Oilers history. I got mine. Who you got, Hawk?
Go ahead. Go for it, John. I'm thinking.
So, All right. Oilers, Warren Moon, of course. Steve McNair. And my third quarterback, it's going to sound crazy, man. If I got to pick a third quarterback, because after Steve, it was a drop-off.
Yeah.
I'm going to say Tannehill.
Yeah. I'm going to walk off on that one, Jacques, because I agree. I'm walking off on that one.
and the reason why, and I know people might be like, why Tannehill?
Absolutely. That's my 3.
So real quick, Warren Moon was a beast. He was amazing. He broke records. He's a Hall of Famer, of course.
That's right.
We know we got that boy Steve in there, who's my favorite quarterbacks of just out of all time. Because that's why I grew up number 9. And Tannehill is kind of weird to say Tannehill because the work that Tannehill's put in, right?
Yep.
Tannehill's put in work to the point where he's had 9, 10 comebacks, fourth quarter comebacks. He took us to an AFC championship. Statistically, he's done pretty good. So those are my 3, man. Hey, that's a great question, Stanley. Hey,
very good question. That's a really good question, Stan. I know Kerry Collins did pretty well when he was here. Of course, you have Marcus Mariota. Those are the Titan quarterbacks. Bitch, the jersey I'm rocking right now. VY.
Shout out to VY, man.
VY. Yep. So we've had some QBs, but I'd have to agree with you on that, man.
Right.
I'd have to agree with you, especially from a success standpoint. You know what I mean? Definitely.
Right. Shout out to Matt Kelly. He says, Rebel today was talking about bringing injured players back, but waiting till game time to announce it. Do you think that since Sunday is the last game of the regular season in Nissan Part 1? I guess it's a question. I don't think Henry's going to play this game, but I have heard we have no players out.
Yep.
No players out.
Yep.
No players out. So.
Yep.
Let's see. So he got part 2. Okay, here you go. He said, "Do you think he was talking about bringing back the king?" I think David Long. I think we'll see David Long Sunday.
Yep.
Um,
I don't know.
I don't know. It'll be nice, but I don't know. I mean, do you bring him back when you play the Dolphins?
No. Unless they just know he's 100% healthy, but
Right.
I think if he was coming back, we would know already.
Right.
The game is just in a few days, so I don't anticipate him. Maybe the Houston game, especially if we don't win this game, right?
Right. That's true. Rebel said no Titans ruled out for Sunday, so that's great news.
That is.
That's great news. That's great news. Hey, Titan Ray said y'all made me laugh. Yeah, okay. Mark Jones said 13 comebacks, so I stand corrected. 13. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yes. So Ricey says if we win this Sunday, Tannehill will have the most wins ever in 3 seasons with the Titans. So that's why I have to put him there.
You have to put him there.
I have to put him there. I know.
I mean, yeah, we've had Chris Chandler, we've had Neil O'Donnell, we've had several quarterbacks, you know what I'm saying, here or whatever, but continued success.
And Damon, let me say this about VY. And we interviewed VY. So shout out to VY.
Shout out to VY, man.
We got to get him back on the show, man. We definitely got to get VY back on the show.
You see the jersey I'm rocking. Rocking the V. This is the V. That's that authentic young jersey.
Yes, sir. Him and Jeff Fisher, he talked about this. Jeff Fisher didn't want to draft VY. And I don't know if anybody knew that, right? VY, I feel like his career got cut short with the Titans. And just the antics of when the pads got thrown in the stands and everything. But I guarantee you, if VY would have stayed here long, we would be talking about VY in that conversation of the top 3 or whatever. Because he wasn't a bad quarterback. I liked VY, man.
Yeah, he was on the Madden cover.
Yes.
He made the Pro Bowl twice.
Yes.
So, it was a lot of it. I put some of the ownership on him too now.
Right.
Things he could have done better. Right. But he said even on the interview, he knew that Jeff Fisher didn't want. Just check out our video. Just go to our archives. He shared a lot of things that he has not shared. And he was being very candid, man. We respect him for that too, man. VY did his thing, bro.
FY, the audio's kind of janky because of his headset. But that's why I said we'll have to bring him back on to get him going. But the official TY says he got a question. He said, I got a good question for y'all. Would you rather have the 1 seed Colts beat KC, so you'll have to play them at home, or have the 2 seed Kansas City beat the Colts and have to play Kansas City in their crib? This is a hell of a question.
Would you rather have a 1 seed?
So if we had a 1 seed, and Colts got to play the Chiefs, right?
Yep.
And if they beat the Chiefs, then we got to play the Colts. And they play them at home, right? They come to us, we do what we got to do. But if we have the 2 seed, Kansas City beats the Colts, then we have to go to KC and play.
I'd be the 1 seed.
I take
one
the 1
seed all day. Bring on the Colts. Bring on whoever. We're the 1 seed. Let's go. We get an extra break. We get more time to get some players back, a la Derrick Henry.
Yep.
I take the 1 seed all day.
And home field advantage. I'll take our chances at home versus on the
especially Kansas City.
Yes, I won't play in Kansas City.
No,
I'll be honest with you. I won't play there.
No,
they can come here.
They come here, right? Come here.
But definitely. You know what I mean? Damon said it has to be 4 for Vince Young. Okay, the same thing with me. You know what I mean? DeAndre says, would Steve give us a better shot at a Super Bowl than Tannehill if we could swap your thoughts, fellas? So I'm guessing if Steve was playing now.
Yeah, that's what I'm taking this question as.
Hell yeah. I'm going to say it. Yeah. If Steve was playing
he's already
now,
done that. He did that already.
He did it already. Yeah. I think we'll have a better chance to go
as
to
a 6 seed.
As what we did it.
Were we a 6 seed or 4 seed? We were not a 1 or 2 seed. We had the first game at home was a wild card game.
It was, and we played the Bills.
And we played the road games the rest of the playoffs.
Yep, it was the Colts we played, and then it was the
Jags.
Yep.
Yeah, I think so.
I would take Steve. I would take because Steve's toughness. Steve, you kind of knew Steve would get down early, but you kind of knew in the fourth quarter, man, put it in Steve's hands. Steve will get it back. He'll bring us back. Yep. And I rarely with Steve would turn the ball over. So I kind of knew, okay, Steve's there. Steve gonna do woo-woo, right?
Yep.
So, definitely. Damn, that was a good question. I wasn't even thinking about that. Yeah, it was a great question. Hey, DO9 motivation.
DO9.
He said, what's up, y'all? Why y'all so early?
Hey, we got New Year's thing. I got seafood to cook tonight for the family.
Yes, sir.
Man. We got seafood New Year's thing tonight, man.
We got a couple of little things we're gonna do tonight. You know what I mean? So definitely. Yep. Give us the 1 seed. So watch Logan Wyatt eat his bread. Hey, I'm ready. My gosh, imagine Mac. Man, I'm just saying.
With Henry, yeah.
Man. So, Aiden Clark with another great question. Do y'all think the Chiefs could choke against the Bengals Sunday?
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yeah. I don't know, say choke. They would just get beat by a good football team.
Let me say this. The Chiefs this year haven't taken too many shots downfield. Teams know how to play with 2 single high safeties. That's how you take away the deep ball. You ask them to beat you underneath. The thing about the Bengals don't give a damn. They're going to throw the ball downfield no matter what.
Right.
So with them, I think they're going to take more shots. And I feel like if Jamar Chase and T. Higgins can get going early, and if Joe Burrow can get going early, and the points that they put up against the Ravens, the Chiefs defense is okay. They're not us. They're not world beaters, right? Yeah. And it's just not that good. They're okay. So
Yep. Make sure to hit that like button, folks. Hit that like button.
Yes. Stanley says Steve was abnormal. Dude could snap his own broken bone back in place and keep playing. Yes.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you about Steve McNair, and Jacques knows this. I think Jacques has as well. I've met Steve McNair a few times, man, in person. Literally talked to him, shaking his hand. Now I'm 6'2". Steve McNair is legitimate 6'3", and was a monster, dude, for a quarterback. I'm like, this is a big joker for a quarterback, man. Solid. Mississippi mud, solid. Yes. Straight up.
Solid. Yep. Hey, I think it's a Mississippi thing. Mississippi breeds some, what they call country strong.
Yep.
You country strong. Yep. That's what it is, country strong. Yep. The official said, I'd rather play the Colts at home.
Yeah,
I agree
too.
I agree. And Robert says Vince and Henry wouldn't be, it wouldn't be shabby either. Yep. It wouldn't be, because you think about this. You got Henry in the backfield. He can make any quarterback look good. You ain't got to throw it 1,000 times. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
So
what those in the comment section, what do y'all think about these Dolphins, man? Are you guys concerned about the Miami Dolphins going into this game?
Evidently, they ain't talking
Apparently
about it.
Not.
Who cares? That's what I'm saying. Like, evidently, no. Bengals. So Mark Jones, Bengals, Joe Burrow, 525. Yep, I agree. Yep. Steve, what up, my brother? Tighten up,
Steven? What's good? What's happening?
Tighten up. Hey, the fish said we got to watch our Titans and the Chiefs. Hey, I'll be at the game. I'll be tuning in. So, Jay Porter, tighten up. He said, what do you think the play calling is going to be this week? I think you'll see a carbon copy of what you've seen Thursday in the second half. I think you'll see a lot more shots taken downfield. And I think, honestly, you'll see Julio get activated and Bud Dupree get activated from the C19 list. So I think you'll see a more open playbook. This is the playbook that I was talking about when we were talking about this. Me and Talk was talking about offline. Todd down and now knows, okay, I need to feed AJ. Let me feed him. Like it's feeding the king, right? I feel like you're going to see a better play calling episode Sunday than you did throughout the rest of the season. What about you, Hawk?
I think what they'll try to do, just kind of like the 49ers game, I think they're going to try to run first, and I'm talking about the Titans on the play calling, to see if it's going to work. Let's try to sprinkle in some Deontay Foreman, get Hilliard involved, McNichols. I think we want to try to run first. I think we're going to see where that goes, because Miami's run defense is really not that good. And I think the play calling will be effective from that standpoint. If we can run well, then that's going to open up the play action. Now, if for some reason that's stopped, then that's when we'll see, okay, can we go to playbook 2 and kind of see how can we affect them from a passing standpoint, right? So I think the play calling will really be based on Miami's defense. If they can stop the run, then we'll see what we can do on play calling.
I'm going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We didn't run a lot of play actions on Thursday. We were pure pocket. So now you have play action in your arsenal, yes. But I agree with the run aspect. I think they will, because you got to go to your identity. But I feel you on that. Titans Tiger 1000. He said, "What's up, everybody? Greetings from Oiler Country, South Texas."
Texas.
Hey, tighten up. Keisha, thank you. Thank you, Keisha. Thank you. No, they haven't beaten anyone. Thank you. The defense is good because of their point teams they played. She gets a bravo.
That's right. And look at her points right here, right? Houston, Baltimore, Jets, Carolina, Giants, Saints. It's a pretty bad football team. I mean, they won. You only get faced for whoever's in front of you, right? They won those games. But when you look at it statistically, it's like those are some bad football teams. That's a fact.
Yep. Shout out to you, Keisha. Good comment.
Yep, absolutely.
It all depends on the COVID list. Excuse me, guys. The C19 list. But yes, since no one rules out, I'm still okay. So I got it. Titan Ross is, I think he will get active. No, you know what? Autry might not get activated because I think he went on the C19 list Wednesday.
Yeah, right. It takes several days. So
is it that 5-day window?
Yep.
Yeah.
We got 50 people in the chat, folks. Hit that like button. If you have not subscribed, subscribe. Also, hey, check out Titan Rossi's show. Subscribe to his channel as well, too. Titans Rossi. Check him out, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tighten Up Low Network. Check him out.
Yes, sir.
He says, I hope Julio can get a touchdown this weekend against the Texans just to boost his confidence. And he needs one. I agree with that. I know
you know my opinion right now, Julio Jones.
I know.
Okay. Can y'all hear listen to my opinion real quick, folks, about Julio for right now. He's a shell of himself right now. He's not there yet. He's not. Him scoring a touchdown, if that happens, I'm gonna jump out of my seat. But I just don't see it happening right. I think right now he's a decoy right now. I think that he has to be on the field, yes, because you're paying him $15 million. But I would not set the expectation too much for him, man. Honestly, other players like Nick Westbrook-Ikhine and those guys, even like Des Fitzpatrick, receivers like that, are just gonna have to step it up. It is what it is.
Exactly. Sin City Titan up. He said, "What's up, fellas? Taking the division this week. Tighten up.
Just win, Tennessee. Win.
That's all they gotta do.
Just win.
That's all they gotta do." Hey, William Jones. I hope so. Ty's play call is like me playing my nephew and me. The other says,
Julio Seattle's game
gives us so much
hope.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Hey, so he says, listen, these boys had extra rest. They're at home with a chance to win the division against the team. We better than. Plus, I'm sure they don't want to lose at home after Logan Ryan's thing.
Right.
I agree. Any stats on how quarterbacks do against their former teams? Ooh, that's a great question. That I don't have.
We don't have any stats on that at the moment. No, I don't. I would say, generally speaking, I mean, most should do well against their former team, at least that first time they play them.
Right. That's just like what Corey Davis did to us. Right. Like Bud Dupree did to his whole team.
Yes, his whole team, right.
Yeah, so it's the emotion. I look at the emotion part of it, and you're so motivated to go out there and beat your old team. You just want to do it, right?
That's right.
So Michael says, I see AJ here.
Mike, I agree.
From Slim.
Michael Alfonso, that's a hell of a comment, bro. The way the Dolphins play on defense, they bring their safeties up.
Man.
So if Xavier Howard misses that tackle on AJ Brown, I'm gonna holler at you.
Yep. Hey, definitely. He said, I think Archer can be activated Sunday. Doug Dupree tomorrow. Okay. That's what I need to hear. Great news.
Yep.
Great news.
Let's see them Titan defensive boys.
Yes,
man. Y'all
sir.
see them guys, man. The world's most dangerous group. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Hey, Chester has been doing good in the return game. I agree.
He has.
Agree.
All season long.
Yes, and that's what's going to keep him on his team is special teams. He can play special teams, right? Who will be open though? Tannehill don't never pass him the ball. And it's the same thing with Corey Davis was here. Tannehill never had chemistry with Corey, but he always had chemistry with AJ because him and AJ played on the second team offense together. So it's the same thing. And that's why I think you need a whole nother offseason with Julio. They need to bring him back, which I think they will. And just Tannehill just needs to get that continuity with him. Because I would love to throw to a Julio who's a Hall of Famer once he retires. Right. He's going to, it's just what it is. So definitely. Hey, we missed the King too, man. Definitely.
Yeah, we missed the King. We miss you, bro.
Yes. Tight Rossley, hey.
Yes, sir.
Much obliged, man. Definitely. Hey, the official says, can Ferk finally have a good game with them blitzing so much?
Depends on AJ Brown.
Right.
Just like the 49ers game, Ferk had the best game he's had in weeks.
Yes.
Because AJ Brown was on the field.
Yep.
So if he garners that much attention on the outside on the blitz, Ferk should be one-on-one with a slow linebacker. So the answer should be yes. It should be.
Yep.
Can Ferk catch the ball? And if he does catch the ball, can he hold on to football? Tell me, are you all nervous every time Ferkser catches the ball with him running the ball? Like, please hold on to the ball. Just fall down and just get tackled, bro.
I was nervous back in 2019 when he had that bang play when they played Houston.
We saw it. We was at the game.
I said, oh, Lord. I said, and it's the same thing. You're right, Hawk. I get very nervous when he literally gets the ball. I'm like, boy, please. Even Donovan said the same thing. He said, yes, very nervous.
Very nervous.
You on your toes, man. You on your toes.
Definitely.
So I don't know. But I do. One thing I say, the Titans played very good on offense Thursday night, and they got everybody involved. And shout out to Nick Akeem Westbrook, man.
Yep.
We don't talk about him enough. And Nick Akeem Westbrook has provided some very valuable talent to this team that I think goes unnoticed. You know what I mean?
Facts. That's
And
fact.
Julio's a
Julio's
good third option.
So, Jacques, I want to say this. For me, certain players I feel like they don't get talked about a lot that's doing a really good job this season. Nick Westbrook-Akina, you're asking a free agent receiver to go out there to be your number 2 receiver, right? And he has filled that void about as well as you can for the spot he was in, right?
Mm-hmm.
Dane Cruikshank, okay?
Yes.
We talk about DBs all the time. We never really talk about Dane and the job he's done against tight ends. There's not been a tight end that's done anything this season. Dane has been the guy guarding that tight end, and he has stopped them at all costs.
Right.
I tell you another player I think folks try to give him a hard time, but I think he's doing a pretty good job. That's Taylor Lewan, dude.
Yes.
When Taylor Lewan is on the field, we do a much better job in blocking. We really do. And he hasn't really given up a whole lot of sacks this year. He's done a decent job this year.
Right.
Anytime he has a bad game, they're going to let him know about it. But, man, he's had a string of games. He's done a really good job. So, shout out to Taylor Lewan, man.
Hey, shout out to Taylor. And, Michael, thank you, bro. We really appreciate this comment. He says, really enjoy you guys' content all year. We're blessed to have you in our lives, man. Hey, appreciate it. Keep up the good work, fellas. Man. Everybody be safe and wishing y'all prosperous new year. Hey,
yes, sir. Yes,
sir.
Thank
you, brother,
you, Michael Alfonso.
Hey, we do this for y'all, man. We do this for y'all. We bring this fire content. We love the Titans, and we love chopping it up with y'all, man. Y'all bring some fire comments, and I think this is the most enjoyable part of the show, talking to y'all, man. So we really appreciate it, man.
That's right.
So, but y'all, you're right.
What? Oh, go ahead, Jacques. I'm sorry.
No, you just to elaborate what you just said. I mean, you're right. They've been contributors, and think about that. They're drafted players that have contributed.
Right.
Yep. You know what I'm saying? So,
yep.
Hey, Mark Jones, what if Golden Tate's behind the scenes getting ready as a secret weapon? You know what? I'm not gonna count it out.
I'm not neither.
You're gonna need them. You're gonna need them.
Let's get this dub.
Rock. Hey, thank you. Great show.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We'll have a few more, baby. 2 more questions, y'all. Baby, 2 more questions.
Speaking of nerves, that first care for him when he comes back. I'm nervous more about his foot. I'm like, okay. First of all, I'm gonna be paying attention to how he cuts. How they use them. When he cut.
The king.
Pig Weekly says, hey, real quick, which uniforms are we rocking Sunday? Hold on. Let me find out for you, bro.
Yeah,
I know.
Sure.
I would tell y'all the person y'all can actually go and he'll have that information. It's Titans Torch on Instagram.
I like those navy blues right there. Navy blues.
It actually might be the navy blues. I think we're like undefeated or something. It's the most weirdest thing, man. Yeah. It might be the navy blue, or it might be the combination Pig Weekly that you have in your picture here, where the light blue is the pants and the navy blue jersey. I don't know. Here we go. I think Donovan got it right here. Baby blue tops and navy pants. Okay. Yeah. Sin City's baby blue tops.
Okay. All right. Good stuff.
There we go.
Okay, good stuff.
There we go. So
cool. These joints right here, those.
Yes. Yeah. Those are good luck. The good luck threes, man.
Right.
The good luck threes.
I like the navy blue top, navy. Hopefully in the playoffs and the home games, that's what we rock. The navy blue, navy blues.
Matter of fact, when you go on the road, boy. When you go on the road, you do the same thing. You wear the same thing over and over again because you seen the win with it. Yeah. Hey, the throwbacks, yeah. Hey, Keisha, I'm with you. I like all white. All white's fresh. But I don't think we do well when we wear the all white.
Don't seem like it. It don't seem like it.
We don't do well when we wear the all whites, man.
So, Jacques, before we leave this show right now today, there's one question I gotta ask you, Jacques. Okay. This is I'm gonna call this one, Jacques, and I want you all in the comment section to talk about this right now.
Okay.
I want you to state your case about something, bro.
Oh, right? Man, here we go. What we stating the case?
Okay.
All right.
In the comment section, please state your case. So, if the MVP numbers were to end today, you know who's number 2 in the ballot right now? Jonathan Taylor. Okay. Now, Derrick Henry had over 2,000 yards rushing last year. It did not receive not one vote last year for MVP. Okay. Now, we're homers and we know we're Titan fans or whatever. But even if I wasn't a Titan fan, if I like the Bengals or even the Vikings or something, I probably would still feel this certain way about. Now, how is Jonathan Taylor being mentioned this and Derrick Henry had no votes last year? So, Jacques, state your case. Why is that? Folks in the comment section, please, I'm going to post your comments on here because I want to know how come Jonathan Taylor's getting this amount of love and Derrick Henry is not. Let's talk it up, man.
You ready?
Yep.
It's a little thing called Hard Knocks.
Yep.
Hard Knocks. Everybody knows what that show is, what it's done, blah, 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 blah. Hard freaking Knocks. If it wasn't for Hard Knocks, I don't think this JT crap that they'll be talking about would really be a thing, right? But it's a storyline. It's a storyline. It's something to where they know it's disrespectful, right? Now, I hear, well, the Titans are on a small market team. The Titans are whatever, okay? The King has done things that is freaking unreal, okay? Unreal. I seen the King get 1,000 yards in 4 games, okay? And I'll never forget this. This Joker got 1,000 yards in 4 games. You see what I'm saying? And Robert's saying the same thing. Is it a legitimate media bias against Tennessee? I think it is. I think it is. I think it is. I really do. And because everyone likes the Colts and their history. What history, right? Before they got Peyton Manning, the Colts were a smear of what they were, right? The hate that the Tennessee Titans get in the media has been like this. And correct me if I'm wrong, Hawk, but it's been like this since the Titans were born. It's been like this since 99, okay? I think they got a little bit more respect when they were the Oilers. Right? But they look at the Titans, and sometimes the Titans do it to themselves, where we're the hot team, we want to talk about them, but then we lose to the Jets, right? I get that. But to say that JT is better than Henry is to say that Michael Jordan, well, let me say this. To say Kerchak is better than Michael Jordan, right? Or Michael Bibby. If anybody remembers Michael Bibby, Mike Bibby is better than Michael Jordan. Now, don't get me wrong. JT has done some great things. He's done some good things. But the NFL is, he needs to get the MVP. He needs to do this. You see what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I hear you, Keisha. She said, I do think it's getting better, though. I hear a lot of talking heads. And I agree with that. I agree with that. But I just feel like the King ran for 2,000 yards, okay? Any running back that runs for 2,000 yards, you should automatically get the MVP. We know this is a quarterback-driven league, but it's hard to run for 2,000 yards. And you get not one MVP vote. Not one. But if he played for the Dallas Cowboys, if he played for the New York Giants, if he played for the 49ers, if you play for these teams that have history, okay, Green Bay Packers, he will be a MVP. He will be the greatest to ever do it, blah, 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 blah. But just because he plays for the Tennessee Titans, we're a small market team. We don't get to dismiss me with that, man. It's disrespectful, bro, and I don't like it. I don't like it. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't like it. I don't.
Yep.
This is why we need the King back so he can shut everybody up. And I'm sorry to do it to you, JT, but he going to shut you up too because the King is way better than you. I've heard that debate too from Colts fans. Like, well, the Colts fans have been getting on my nerves a little bit lately. Oh, JT is better than King Henry. He averages more yards than King. But when you have an offensive line like he does, anybody can look good, right? People don't give the Colts O-line credit. They don't give him credit. But that's part of his success, is their offensive line. Remember, the Kings had to do it. He was on pace, guys, for 2,500 yards behind a beat-up offensive line. You see what I'm saying? Like, state your case, Hawk. Talk to me, bro. Talk to me. And I'm not just being a homer, guys. Hold on, Hawk. I'm not just being a homer. Me and Hawk are unbiased, but when I say I got to call a spade, man. Talk to us, bro.
So there's a thing that in TV land, there's a term, and it's called ratings, okay? Hard Knocks is ran by the NFL, okay? So it all ties together. And the Jonathan Taylor story has been a story where fans have really been engrossed in on how smart he is, where he's from, all those different things. His success in Wisconsin. So he brings a lot of storyline behind his name, okay? So to keep fans interested in a franchise in the Indianapolis Colts, I wouldn't say is a worldwide name franchise like the Cowboys or the Packers or the Steelers, right? They were they were, you know, in Baltimore many years ago. They're the Baltimore Colts at the end of the day, right? So that's where it comes from, in my opinion, is we have a player that's on Hard Knocks. He's right now playing as the best running back in the league. We got to play this as much as we can. So even they have Frank Reich over Mike Vrabel in Coach of the Year ratings.
Yep.
Okay? Are you kidding me? It's like Frank Reich, they might not even make the playoffs. They might not even win the division. And they haven't had as many injuries as the Titans. Mike Vrabel should be in the definitely 1 or 2 as far as Coach of the Year. There's no question about that. He should be above Frank Reich. So when you talk about Jonathan Taylor, you talk about Frank Reich, the Colts are winning football games. Yes, they've won Super Bowls in their past 2. I get that. They have won some Super Bowls. But I would say that a lot of it has to deal with the fact of media and positioning of marketing, positioning of ratings. To get people to watch our show, let's make this interesting. Let's have a storyline.
Yep.
I'm sure one of the shows on Hard Knocks will be, the title of the show will be, will Jonathan Taylor win MVP? So many people will watch that show. It all goes hand in hand. Now, I'm not taking nothing away from Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor is a hell of a running back. Okay, he is a problem. Okay, he's hard to tackle. He's very smart. He runs very smart. Okay, he is a playmaker. Anyone that plays the Colts know, if you don't stop 28, you're gonna probably lose. Okay,
right.
So I think the approach has been more of ratings with Frank Reich and with Jonathan Taylor. Okay, I'm not hating on the Colts at all. It is what it is. It is that, you know. But I really, it's weird. And Colts fans, I'm sure, can agree to this. How can we talk about him being MVP when Derrick Henry had 2,000 yards rushing and missed a whole game last year, by the way? 15 games, he had 2,000 yards rushing, right? And he had been doing it for 3.5 years in a row. It wasn't like he just woke up doing this like Jonathan Taylor's doing right now, right? So it's like, if you're going to say that he's an MVP candidate, fine. Well, what happened last year with Derrick Henry? He didn't have 1 vote?
Nope.
1? He didn't have 1 vote? Are you kidding me? Ratings. Ratings.
I agree. I agree with, and Stanley says if everybody pays attention to Henry, he uses all this backlash just like MJ to prove folks wrong. And you know what, Jay and Stanley? He's going to do that. That's just, I think that's the culture of this Titans team just all the way, is they use this backlash and this talk to be like, okay, well, y'all don't think he's the king? Well, we're going to prove it that he's the king. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's right.
And great point, Matt and Caleb. In 8 games, King is 68 yards from 1,000 and still in the top 5 or 6 in stats.
That's right.
And he can get that potentially if he plays next Sunday. If he wants to get 1,000 yards, he can play. He can potentially go ahead and do what he got to do.
That's right.
And hey, here we go. Mr. Jock _ 300. Henry ran for 2,000 with a line of non-Pro Bowlers. The line was out for the season with a torn ACL.
Yep. And people don't realize Derrick Henry and Jonathan Taylor are really cool with each other outside of football. They hang out with each other. That's kind of cool,
brother. Thank you. Tighten up. And he probably knows that. JT probably knows that. JT probably knows, hey, bro, you better than me. And he'll probably tell him that. He'll probably be like, I know you better than me. You better than me, bro. Because that's what I would do. If I'm getting that attention, bro, you better than me. I get it. I don't like this attention. I don't like it. But it just, the Colts fans need to kind of just pipe it down. If we know y'all got JT, but we still got the king back there until you take his crown. And I even heard, who was that an analyst that said, no, it wasn't Irvin. Was it Irvin who said that JT is the new king?
Irvin.
Michael Irvin. Okay. I thought he said it. I said, are you really doing this?
Yeah.
But to your point, TV ratings and until the NFL has turned into a soap opera now, right? It's not how it used to be. So it's a reality TV show. Just you playing real football.
Right. The ratings at the end of the day, it's all about money at the end of the day. And that's what's generating that. So So
and that's a great point, Rocky.
Yep.
And Henry will probably congratulate him if he did win it. But
That's right.
Yep. Shout out to Bring the Juice podcast.
Yep. So, well, cool. Well, folks, hey, that ends the show, folks. As always, we appreciate everybody joining in on the chat. We have fun doing this, man. Again, this is the last day of the year of 2021. We want to tell everybody, right? First of all, tighten up at the end of the day. Tighten up over fins up all day, right? Which up are you? Tighten up all day. We even get a damn about fins up. Tighten up.
Yes, sir.
But more than anything, man, we want to say Happy New Year to everybody here, man. Everyone that's watching the show, watching the podcast as well, man. We hope you have a happy 2022, a new year, new opportunities, new blessings for everybody and everything. And you can always check us out on Instagram at Tennessee Titans Weekly. You can check us out at Twitter on Titans Weekly 24/7. And as we mentioned as well, we have an Apple and Spotify podcast. What's up, Raven76? You can check us out as well. Again, we just hit 500 downloads since September. Our last show that we just did is almost at 100 downloads within the 2-day time frame. A brand new show that we have, Talking Titans with the homies. We're having fun talking Titans, man. So we hope you are there enjoying the ride with us, man. So again, happy 2022 to everybody.
And make sure it's a safe 2022 as well. And shout out from Texas. Shout out to Texas. Shout out to Memphis. Shout out to everywhere around the world. If you watch our show around the world, man, hey, salute, and we appreciate it. Next time we post a video, post where y'all from, man. We definitely want to know where our subscribers and everything are from. So we're definitely. But like Hawk said, man, once you do go over there and you listen to that particular content on Spotify, Apple, and everything like that, subscribe. Hit your notification bells. It'll let you know when we post content. Same thing on YouTube. Subscribe. Cut your notification bells on. It'll definitely let you know when we go live. And Franco Lopez, hey, he said, hell yeah, glad I found you guys. Salute. So Jersey's in the house, man. Hey,
Jersey.
Hey, stay
Dirty Jersey.
Man.
Dirty Jersey.
Hey, we appreciate it, man. And like Hawk said, hey, have a safe new year, and let's ultimately get this W. Tighten up, knock the fin off the Dolphins' back. And if there's any animal people back there, I'm sorry, but hey, this is we're just talking about the Dolphins. But go ahead, man, and let's get it, man. And let's go ahead and take this out, man.
Absolutely.
Hey,
salute. Well, as we always say, y'all, happy 2022. And as well, facts.
No paper.